Well, good afternoon, everyone. Old Wolf here, coming at you with another video. So my video is going to be about how being sober for 8 years has helped me. So do me a favor and stay tuned. Well, hello everybody, Old Wolf here. So today's video is going to be about how being sober for 8 years has helped me. So let's get to this. So before I start, I just want to apologize. I haven't put a video out in about a week or almost 2 weeks now. I just recently went back to work. You know, as all you guys know, I just had a total knee replacement back in June 8th to be exact. And I went back on my 3-month mark. Went back to work, no restrictions. So I've been trying to get back into the swing of things. You know, a lot of walking at work, a lot of moving things around, doing things that the boss wants. So I apologize. I haven't been able to get a video out. That's probably why. Well, it's not probably why. That is why. And I'm just now getting caught up on things around the house and stuff. So with that being said, let's get to this video. Again, so how being sober for 8 years has helped me. Again, this is all my personal opinion. By no means am I a doctor. I'm not no medical professional. I'm just delivering what's helped me with my sobriety. And if you don't have sobriety, you don't have nothing, in my opinion. Okay? You got to have sobriety. If you're out there using and abusing alcohol or drugs, eventually it's going to take you down and you're not going to have anything to where you're going to be out. You may be out pushing a shopping cart. You may be living behind a dumpster. My opinion, you got to have sobriety. If you don't have the sobriety, you have nothing. Okay? That's one of the things. First thing. Second thing is, you know, God's made me into the man that I'm supposed to be in life. You know, I watch church. I go to church. Right now, we can't go to church due to this pandemic that's going on. I read my Bible. I pray every day. So I've made a connection with God. I've chose God to be my higher power. You know, they say in AA and NA, try to find a power greater than yourself. Whatever you choose to be your greater power, believe in something greater than yourself. And me, I chose God to be my higher power. Third now is I'm able to hold myself accountable. Before I couldn't hold myself accountable. I would promise people, oh, I'll go do this or I'll go do that. And I never follow through. Or I'll call off sick from work or anything. It's just I wasn't very dependable. And now, being that I'm sober, I'm able to hold myself accountable. And by being able to hold myself accountable, you know, I've been able to be there for my significant other. I've been able to be there for my family and go to either a sporting event or like my niece, she just recently got crowned Miss Golden State for the state of California. I was able to be there for that. If I was out there drinking and doing my thing I was doing, I wouldn't have been able to do that. Another thing is I've been able to hold down a job. Instead of calling out sick or whatever, or missing work due because I'm hungover or I'm just too strung out and I can't make it, yeah, I'm able to hold down a job. I'm able to pay my bills on time. I've been able to provide food and shelter for my family. I've been able to have things in life, okay? I've been able to remember things more. The longer I go, the more clearer my mind becomes. Excuse me. When I was out there drinking and everything, my mind was always fogged over. It's like, did that really happen? Or what am I supposed to be doing now? I just had a hard time remembering things. And now I'm able to remember the things I'm supposed to be. I've been able to be there for a friend. I've been able to be there for a stranger I don't know. Like, for an example, where I work, we have a lot of homeless people that hang around there. The last several winters, I've been able to, there was one particular homeless guy, I'm not going to say his name or anything, rest in peace. He eventually ended up passing away, but Lady Wolf and I would take him blankets during winter time. You know, when I was around, he would ask for money, but I knew what he was going to do with that money. So instead of giving him money, I would buy him something to eat. I would ask what he wanted. And I would get him food or whatever he wanted to eat. I've been able to help provide some for that. Another thing is I've been able to show my emotions more. Since being sober, I'm not going to lie, I get very emotional when I see people succeeding in different things or going down the tube. You know, for an example, I'll watch an intervention, and when I see people that really succeed or the family members are telling their stories, I get choked up. I start to cry. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but I've been able to show emotions more. I guess I'm not so numb anymore because of the alcohol or the pain medicine or whatever I was that I was taking at that time. I'm just not numb. I actually got feelings, and it's great. You know, I like that. And another thing is just being a responsible person. You know, all around, I'm just more of a responsible person than I was 8 years ago. 8 years ago, you couldn't rely on me. And I'm not going to lie, you could not rely on me for the life of yourself. So, with that, again, these are my opinions. This is some of the things that's helped me, some of my experiences. And again, by no means am I a doctor, but now here are some steps that's helped me with my sobriety. And now what works for me may not work for you. It may not work for your friend or your significant other or whoever it may be. So keep that in mind. What works for one person may not work for the next or the next or the next, and so on. So, one, okay, prayer. Get connected with God. I know I don't want to sound like I'm going off on a religious thing here, but prayer does work, you know. And just keep in mind, God will answer your prayers, but on His time, when He feels that you're ready to take that next step. Not on your time. You know, you might be praying for something for several months. I prayed for one thing for over a year, and it finally got answered. But it's when God feels you're ready. I had this old man tell me one time when I was going through rehab, he asked if I prayed, and I said, yeah, I pray, and not as much as I should, but I do pray. And he goes, just remember, and I had told him that I was kind of getting frustrated. And he goes, remember, God answers prayers on His time, not your time, His time. When He feels that you're ready to take that next step, you know, He'll answer your prayers. So pray, okay? Another thing is, get yourself a Bible. Read a Bible, okay? It's good to read positive, because reading positive stuff and not getting caught up in all this like political stuff that's going on in this world right now and all this bad stuff that's out there. Why get caught up in it? It just causes stress. It causes anxiety. It causes just so many different things to go on through your mind. It might even be a trigger, believe it or not, hearing some of that stuff and cause you want to use or drink or whatever. So get a Bible, read the Bible, or if you have a smartphone, there's a great Bible out there, Bible app out there. It's just called Bible, and that's what I have. I have a Bible, which is my color-coded Bible, and then I showed that in one of my videos. I have other things that I use. Okay. I got my Bible app. It reads to me. So I'll sit and listen to maybe 1, 2, 3, verses, or I'll listen to, like, for an example, Psalms 1. I'll listen to all of Psalms 1, the whole chapter. It's just, for me, that's what works for me. Might not work for you again. Another thing is, after I listen to the Bible or read the Bible, I like, especially on my way to work, I'll listen to the Bible on my way to work, to drive to work, because I got about a 30-minute drive to work. So I'll listen to that, and then once I'm done listening to that, I'll pop on some Christian music, like Casting Crowns or some type of Christian music. And I listen to Christian music because, it's something, again, positive. You're not listening to about somebody shooting somebody or this or that, or somebody running off with somebody's wife, or whatever the music is about, And so I listen to the Christian music because it's positive going in. And so what happens with positive? When you have positive going in, more likely you're going to have positive going out. Your reaction to people, how you respond to people, or more likely it's going to be positive. So remember, these are just suggestions, okay? Another thing is, get yourself a big book, the AA book, the big blue book. Read the first 164 pages of that book. The big blue book, Alcoholics Anonymous, a lot of people relate to that. Once they read it, they say, oh, that's me, Oh, I could relate to that. I'm just like that, or whatever. Because I know I did. And I heard many people, when I go to meetings and stuff, and they get talking about the big book, and some people will say, yeah, they're the same thing, So the first 164 pages of the big book are the most important. After the 164 pages, it's rest are like little stories and stuff of people. It's a total of like 575 pages, I want to say. So, but hey, it's good information because you're never alone in this. And there's other people. And this book was put out in the 1930s, I believe it is. It's been around a long time. Yeah, reading it, it kind of gets tongue-tied a little bit sometimes with how their grammar is and stuff. But you get the point of it. Another thing is, let me see if I could get my book for you real quick. I'll show you my books real quick. That's helped me. So just give me a second. I'll pause this for a second, grab my books, and show you the books that I have that helped me. Okay? 1 second. All right, guys. So here's my books that I have. This is my Rainbow Bible. It's literally called a Rainbow Bible right there. And the reason they call it a Rainbow Bible is because it's color-coded. As you see, it is color-coded. It says who said what. Like for an example, one color is discipleship, the other color is outreach, the other is God, salvation, love, commandments, family, faith, prophecies, evil, sin, history. So good book, so you know who said what. And again, I'll put a link in the description where you can get these books. Another book is the Big Blue Book, Alcoholics Anonymous. The reason they call it the Big Blue Book, there it is. It's literally a big blue book. That's why they call it the Big Blue Book. All right. Also, get yourself a daily reflections book. These books, this is like for every day, there's a section. Like April 1st, looking within, right here, looking within. So it'll just explain, a little section of it. Another thing is, get yourself a 12 and 12. 12 steps, 12 traditions. That'll help you with your steps. Like me, I never got a sponsor. I never worked through the steps. I worked through the steps on my own. I just have a hard time opening myself up to somebody that I don't know. Why am I going to go and open up to somebody? Yes, I go to AA meetings when I can, okay? And I found what works for me. Again, what works for me may not work for you. Some people got to have that sponsor and accountability and stuff where they got to check in with somebody all the time. Me, I made my mind. I don't want to go back to drinking and stuff. So then there's another book, As Bill Sees It. Another good book. If you're going to AA meetings or NA meetings, at most meetings, you can get yourself a directory so you never miss a meeting. Ask them, get yourself a little meeting guide. In this little meeting guide, it goes by location. It tells you what city it's in, the times it starts, what days it's on. Little meeting guide book, it's great to have. So again, I'll put a description in where you get some of these books. Most these books, like the Rainbow Bible, you can get it at any Christian store, any local Christian store. You'd be able to get a Rainbow Bible, probably about 30 to 40 bucks, somewhere around there, maybe 50 bucks. The Big Blue Book, you can go to your local AA office and get one for probably no more than 20 bucks. And if you go to some meetings, if you go to like a beginner's meeting, sometimes they give the new person a book. So daily reflections, again, get it at your local AA office or your local meetings. You get it. And you can also find these books on Amazon, I believe it is. So again, I'll try to get, I'll make a link to some of these so it'll be easier for you guys to find it. Also, again, read the daily reflections, read the 12 and 12, work through the steps. So if you get a sponsor, then you kind of have a clue of what they're talking about or what they're wanting, unless you want to do like what I did. Again, what worked for me may not work for you. Okay? If you're considering to stop drinking or using or whatever, please, I cannot express this enough. Get professional help. You cannot do this on your own. It's too deadly and it's too dangerous. Again, I'm not no medical professional. I'm not no doctor. I'm just giving you my personal opinion and things of what's helped for me. Okay? I went through treatment. It took me 10 different rehabs, okay, before it all sunk in and clicked for me. And they gave me medicines for detox, except for the last rehab I went to. I went to a men's home, Christian's men's home, and the doctor told me the way they did me, by the grace of God, I'm here today because it was very dangerous because they took me off of all my meds, my psych meds, antidepressants, blood pressure medicine, and alcohol, cold turkey. I did it cold turkey. And the doctor said that was very dangerous and that shouldn't have been done. But hey, you know what? God got me through it. God pulled me through this and I'm so thankful. Okay? Another thing is, what's helped me is going through this, I had to realize that I had to eliminate a lot of people in my life. Certain people, certain family members, I had to eliminate doing certain things. So remember, surround yourself with positive people, places, and things. With positive people, places, and things, with time, okay, positive things you'll have a positive outcome. It may not happen right away. It took a long time for me. But, positive in, positive out. Surround yourself with positive stuff happens. You surround yourself with negative stuff, guess what? Negative is going to happen. It's going to take you out. Hang around with your friends. Oh, I can hang around my friends, no problem. Hey, I got this, Guess what? Eventually you're going to sink. You will sink. And guess what? You go out there, you use, that may be your last time of using because you might not make it back. I know a lot of people that's gone out, relapsed, and never made it back. So if you do this, get professional help. Talk to your doctor, talk to your psychiatrist, talk to your psychologist, whoever it is that you got to talk to. Get the professional help because you need the help. It's too dangerous. It's very deadly. Okay? Remember, you're never alone in this, okay, guys? And just remember, God never gives you more than you ever could handle. God will never give us more than we can handle. You know, God knows everything about us, and God knows what our next step is before it ever happens. Heck, God knows how many hairs we have on our head. So if you're ever in doubt, talk to God. Talk to Him. Lay it out there. You know, again, remember, He's not going to answer you right away, maybe. He might answer you right away. Whatever it may be, talk to Him. Put it in His hands and ask yourself, you know, if you're about ready to do something, ask yourself, what would God do? You know, put yourself in His position. Okay? Well, guys, I just wanted to make this a short video. I know it's been a while, but I'm trying to make this short as possible. I'll try to get one out within the next couple days. I go back to work on Tuesday. Again, today's Sunday. I'm on a late shift right now where I go in mid-morning and I don't get off until late in the evening. So, again, I was wanting to make this a short video and let you know, guys, know what has helped me for 8 years and everything. And with that being said, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. And, you know, one thing, again, you're never alone. And just keep in mind, if nobody's told you guys or told you that they love you, guess what? I love you. I care about you. Okay? If you want to send me an email, my email is in the description. Okay? Send me an email. We could talk and maybe exchange numbers and, you know, catch up. You know, just bounce stuff off each other if you want. You know, my phone's always on. You guys could call. You know, once we get to know each other, we'll correspond through email. And if I feel comfortable enough, I'll give you my phone number. Because, you know, it's very important that we have a support system. And, you know, that might be my next video. I might reach and talk about that. Having a good support system. All right, guys, with that being said, I'm going to go. You guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Remember, if nobody says that they love you, I love you. And we'll see you then. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye now.